Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, in this podcast, I'm getting ready to share with you the best weight loss supplements as well as health supplements to lose weight and keep it off, guys. Okay? If you're somebody, you don't want to, be spending a mini fortune on all these different health and weight loss supplements and then finding yourself being disappointed and frustrated with your weight, with your losing weight, clothes start fitting better, then you gain the weight back, you're like, can't even fit my clothes no more. If you don't want to be like that, you want to pay close attention. That way you're not wasting a lot of time, you're not wasting a lot of effort and money and not getting the results you want, okay? That's no good. We don't want that, okay? Now, I'm going to be honest, y'all, I used to be one of these folks. When I first got into my whole career, it's actually got bad because I was actually a trainer at this time. This was my early years, though. You grow, man. You grow and evolve. But in my earlier years of being a personal trainer, I started out at LA Fitness in Atlanta, like the outskirts of Atlanta, Douglasville, Georgia, to be exact. And as I started training people, I heard folks talking about protein shakes and fat burners and things like that. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'm about to go buy me some protein shakes so I can build muscle and get all cut, ripped up, look like an even better trainer, become a super trainer. And so as I started buying these different supplements, I started aspiring to be like the Muscle and Fitness magazine models on the cover. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You go to the grocery store and you look at the magazine cover, you're like, God dang, my abs look like that? What? I'll be out here. You know what I'm saying? I love my body to look like that. You know what I'm saying? And, over the years, I remember this one moment I had to move out of my dad's house. And I was staying in my own apartment out there in Smyrna, Georgia. And I remember walking into my kitchen and opening up my cabinet. You got them top cabinets above the refrigerator and then the other cabinets. So I opened up the cabinet and a lot of the protein capsules that I used to buy, protein shakes that take about, 30, 60 days to finish up, a lot of them just fell out because I was just stuffing them in there after I would get done with one. And then I'd have, the fat burners, along with some other different supplements like pre-workout and things like that. And I just got to thinking to myself, I was like, man, I done spent a lot of money on all this stuff. But man, my abs still ain't as ripped as I want them to be. My body still ain't as cut up as I want it to be. Granted, I was in shape. So it wasn't that bad. So from a person outside looking in, they be like, man, what you mad about? But I'm me. And so deep down, I knew I didn't look the way I felt like I should be looking with all this money I done spent. That's what's happening to some of y'all. Some of y'all, you done spent all this money on weight loss supplements, fat burners. What else? Because I'm about to show y'all some in a second. I'm about to talk to y'all about which ones you really need to be taking. The fat burners, the protein shakes, the creatine, all that kind of stuff. And you ain't getting no results. That's no good, man. That's no good. Okay? And so I came to realize, all right, it's obviously something that I'm doing wrong. And what I know now is that I didn't have a strong foundation with building a healthy relationship with food. And so, guys, if you don't understand the fundamentals, you don't have a healthy relationship with food, portions, calorie intake, protein intake, even the right types of foods to lose weight and have good health. If you're just eating junk food, fast food all the time, you can take all the supplements in the world. You can take all the supplements that I'm getting ready to tell you about. You're not going to get the results you want. It's not going to happen. Supplements is a supplement that you may be deficient in, okay? Like a protein shake. If you're not consuming enough protein from the meats that you're eating or the protein that you're eating, therefore you can supplement that with a protein shake to make sure you hit your protein goals, okay? Same thing with the protein bar, protein cookie, whatever, protein pancake, just supplement y'all, okay? That's one side of it. But the other side of it is this, guys. Outside of supplementation, it also can give you convenience. Taking supplements can give you convenience, and taking supplements can enhance what's already working. But if what you're doing is not working, a supplement ain't gonna make it work no better. It's not, okay? If your trash can stink and you just, baby, just spray some Febreze on the trash. You don't have to take it, just spray some Febreze on it. And then a couple of minutes later, baby, did you spray some Febreze on the trash? Because it stank like hell. Guys, that's what's happening with your nutrition right now. It stank. Poor nutrition habits, junk food all day, too much big ass stomach behavior, not working out, wonder why your body ain't tightening and toning. How you go tighten and tone your body if you're not working out, if you're not hitting the weights? And you think you can just drink a protein shake and take creatine? Well, something's got to build the muscle, guys. Something's got to build the muscle. You got to make days with the weights, okay? And so I wanted to go ahead and say that first because it's very important that you guys understand. I cut all the fluff, y'all. There's a lot of trainers out there. They'll just give you these supplements, and then you be scratching your head wondering, damn, I'm taking all the supplements they said take, but why it ain't working? Now your ass know why. Okay? Now let's get down to business. I'm about to give you all the different supplements that you need to take now that you know that. Okay? Now if you still have that junk food diet, you're not working out, and you just start taking these supplements, think that's gonna make a change, and you wondering why it's not making a change, that's on your ass. Okay? And so here's what you gotta do. There's 5 supplements that I'm getting ready to share with you. And this is why I said weight loss and health. Okay? Most people just focus on weight loss and they find themselves not being able to sustain the journey. Have you ever been on a weight loss journey? You lost 10, 15, 20 plus pounds and then you gained the weight back? That's because all you were focused on was weight loss. And the way you were doing it was not sustainable. Okay? This is why we have to focus on health. It has to be holistic, guys. When you feel good, that helps you be able to do the things that are required for you to look good. Imagine if you're always tired. A lot of people always tell me in my DMs, man, I'm just not motivated, man. I'm just not motivated. If you're tired all the time, guys, of course you're not going to be motivated to go to the gym. Of course you're not going to be motivated and to have the mental stamina to go to the gym after work or do your workout before you go to work. You see what I'm saying? This requires having good quality health. That way you can have a high quality life, okay? That's why we're focusing on health and weight loss supplements. So number 1 is magnesium, okay? Now, I'm going to show y'all what this looks like in this video for the folks who are watching on YouTube right now. Sorry for everybody who's listening. You just go have to come over to YouTube, on my Instagram and look at the video, okay? But this is magnesium glycinate, okay? Magnesium glycinate. This helps with stress. Most people who I help, high performers, they don't want to be the average Joe. They want to, they out here in their career. They want to climb in their career. They want to be positive role models and example for their family, the people they love and care about. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a high level of stress. They're not stressing about money. They stressing about how them pushing themselves. They have a lot on their plate, and so they have a lot of responsibilities. And so that's stress. How can you manage that stress? That way you're not binge eating on junk food, emotionally eating all the time like I used to do when I first started my career because I didn't know where my next client was going to come from. So late at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock, my ass going to the gas station to get me a honey bun or some Oreos because I want to stress eat. And so you got to manage that stress, guys, okay? Magnesium glycinate helps you with that, all right? That's the first supplement. Everybody over 30 years old should be taking magnesium glycinate, all right? Not just from a physical standpoint of stress, but also mental standpoint of stress, because you have physical and mental health. If one is not working properly, the other one's going to suffer too. All right? Imagine if you're having all this stress, you're having 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds overweight. Think that's not causing some type of mental health challenges? You don't think you go fall into slumps of feeling depressed or in a rut because you have poor gut health? Or vice versa, If your mental health ain't on point, do you think you're going to take care of your body the way you need to? If your mental health ain't on point, you got to make sure you manage your stress. This is a significant part of being able to be successful in life in general. Not just weight loss, but just life in general. Manage your stress, all right? That way you can live your best life. That's the first thing. The second thing is creatine, okay? Creatine monohydrate. Creatine monohydrate. And so this right here helps with building strength. There's also other like mental health benefits, energy benefits behind taking creatine. One of the most biggest misconceptions in the fitness industry is that creatine causes you to hold on to water weight. So you're going to be all bloated. That is not true, guys. Okay. Creatine helps you store water in your muscles. It helps your muscles stay hydrated. It doesn't cause you to just hold on to water weight all over your body. That's not how that works. Okay. And so you should, if you want to build more muscle so that you can increase your metabolism. So, because when you have a higher metabolism, you're able to lose weight easier, guys. Okay. You need to be consuming creatine. You just want to take it consistently. Creatine is a saturation type of supplement, meaning you have to take it consistently, day in and day out. And as you do this day in and day out, and you're hitting the weights and going to the gym consistently on a weekly basis, you're going to start noticing that you're getting stronger. You can't be at the house lifting these little bit ass 5-10 pound weights. You got to go to the gym. Okay. The type of people I help, if you can't go to the gym, most times they have an at-home gym. You got to pay to play, guys. You got to pay to play. If you be cheap, then you go get cheap results. That big old ass stomach. If you want to look in the mirror and feel good about how you're looking, you want your clothes to fit, and so you're not all sad and depressed and self-conscious that nothing don't fit, guys, you got to invest in yourself. You got to invest, okay? Financially and with energy and time. Y'all, if you see areas of your life that are doing well, it's because you've invested a lot of time and energy and yourself into that. If you want to lose weight, you have to invest time, resources, energy into making it get better, meaning your health. All right, you human, man. There's other people out here just like you, men and women. I got coaching clients. One in particular who I used to coach, this guy named John Thomas was the guy who made me go full-fledged into online coaching, because at one point it used to just be a hobby, y'all. I was just training people in person here in Atlanta. I was doing one-on-one coaching in person, and this guy had reached out to me on Facebook back at the time. And he was like, man, I've been struggling with losing weight for years. You know, he hadn't tried the supplements. He hadn't tried the workouts, the weight loss, the, Weight Watchers. He hadn't tried everything. And he was just frustrated, man. He was disappointed. I could feel it just looking at the message that he had DM'd me. And then he made the investment to join my coaching program back at that time. 4 months later, John dropped 48 pounds. I had never had an in-person client drop that much weight in that period of time. That blew my mind. I was like, whoa. He started talking about how his wife, she can't keep her hands off of him. He done went and bought a basketball goal to play basketball with his son in the backyard. I'm just like, oh my God. I didn't even know that this could have that type of an impact on a person's life. And so I felt like I was doing a disjustice to people, and that's what made me want to go full-fledged into coaching. And now I live my dream life, y'all, like doing what I love to do. But my whole point is this, guys. You have to invest. Like when I went full time, like investing into learning how to market, learning how to create content, learning how to build my body right, learning how to create nutrition plans and workout plans to help my coaching clients get results. Massive investment. Even business coaches, because I didn't know how to make all this shit work. I didn't know how to create content. I was afraid to create content because I had a gap in my teeth at the time back then. This was years ago. And, you know, now I got Invisalign, so some of y'all would never know that I had a gap in my teeth unless you just scroll all the way back to some of my old content. But anyway, you got to be willing to invest in yourself. If you're not willing to invest, don't be mad at the results you didn't get for the work that you did not do. Okay? And so creatine is the second thing. All right? Build muscle. Because if you want to tone, you have to have muscle to look toned. Okay, it's very important. If you want to have muscle, if you want to look toned or defined or cut, it requires having muscle. A lot of folks be out here, I lose weight. I want to lose the weight and just do cardio and just diet and then lift the weights. Why would you ever do that? Because you go lose weight and look skinny fat and look sick. Why not just go ahead and do all of it from the start? So as you're losing weight, you're looking in the mirror like, damn, boy, this thing, it coming together. I got a coaching client named Brandon Dix inside the coaching program. Shouts out to Brandon. He down over 50, I believe at 54 pounds now. And, I told him, he was like, man, I really want to tighten my chest up a little bit more, coach. You know what I'm saying? I want to tighten my chest and tighten my arms up a little bit more. And so I started telling him some of my secrets to really tighten his chest and his shoulders and arms up outside of just the workouts that I had him doing. And now he's looking in the mirror and he's sending me text messages like, yo, that right there, it worked. My body looking real good, coach. As I'm leading out, I'm starting to see this muscle and definition. And so these are the types of things that you get when you are invested. You get faster results. When people invest, they're investing to get faster results. That way it don't take years to accomplish what you can accomplish in months. Okay? And so, I digress. Let's move on to the next supplement. Is vitamin D3. All right? This helps with energy and your immune system. All right? Back in 2019, 2020, when we had the whole C-19 thing going on, people who had a low immune system suffered. All right? Rest their souls. All right? I've had people close to me as well who, struggled with the whole COVID thing that went on. But here's the thing. We also should be consuming this on a daily basis. All right? Especially most people of melanin descent. I guess I could say it that way. It's very important that you take vitamin D3. It's going to help with your energy. It's going to help with your immune system. Okay? And so if you want to have a strong immune system, you want to have more energy, very, very important to take vitamin D3 on a consistent basis in the mornings. Okay? And like I said, guys, some of these are health supplements. Some of them are weight loss supplements. For example, the first one, magnesium and vitamin D3 that I just shared with you, these are more so health supplements because when you feel well, you're able to live well. The other one, the creatine one, this is more of a weight loss supplement because when you perform at the gym to be able to build muscle because you're getting stronger, therefore you're able to burn more fat. You're able to lose more weight. Okay? Next one, fish oils. Very important for your heart health, guys. You know what happens when your heart stops beating? Yeah. Yeah, that put things into perspective, don't it? When your heart stopped beating, what happened? Game over. I know some of y'all grew up playing Street Fighters and Mortal Kombat like I did. Game over. Yeah. You got to make sure your heart healthy, man. Folks out here having heart disease. Guys, folks be having strokes and high blood pressure. Guys, you have to take care of your heart, man. Because if your heart ain't healthy, you gonna notice it in other areas. Erectile dysfunction, lack of energy, brain fog all the time. Guys, you gotta take care of your heart, man. Got to. All right, so, and this also, I've heard a lot of people talk about how it helps with like your joints as well. So, knee, elbow joints, things like that. You don't want to have those aches and pains. Start taking omega-3 fish oils, okay? That's a health supplement. Because I don't know about y'all, but the majority of people who I tend to help, they don't just want to lose weight and gain the weight back. They want to lose the weight and keep the weight off. Therefore, you have to be healthy enough and following a regimen that is sustainable. That way you lose this weight and you can keep it off. Therefore, your health has to be top notch. All right, top tier. Last supplement, whey protein shake. All right, whey protein shake. Now, for everybody who's looking on Instagram, you'll notice that I have the Cinnamon Toast Crunch whey protein shake flavor. Guys, let me tell you a quick story. So, growing up, I used to always eat cereal. Like, I used to be a cereal addict. Like, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Frosted Flakes. Like when one didn't taste sweet enough, I would bounce to the other one. Then when that one didn't taste sweet enough, I'd bounce back to the other one. Then when they didn't taste sweet enough, I'd eat both. I would eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch with Fruity Pebbles at the same time, and not in no little bitty ass bowl. I would have a big bowl, a huge bowl. The bowl was so big, I'd be able to eat a whole box of cereal sometimes in a day. It used to be crazy, out of control. That's how some of y'all diet is, and you wonder why you're not losing weight. Out of control. You're eating, what do you call it? Oreos, Ben and Jerry's, extra large pizzas, when you could just eat a slice or two, or just take a couple of scoops of that of the ice Ben and Jerry's ice cream, or just a few Oreos. No, you eat the whole large pizza. You eat the whole Ben and Jerry's in one sitting. You eat a row or two of Oreos. You eating multiple donuts. No good. Out of control. That's why when folks look in the mirror and they wonder how their body done got out of control, your eating habits have gotten out of control, guys. It's not your genetics. It's not your age. Your eating habits are completely out of control. Okay? So it's very important. I digress. So, I say all that to say, I have different habits now. My eating habits used to be out of control back in the day. I used to emotionally eat a lot. But now, instead of me eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, now I have the luxury of being able to drink Cinnamon Toast Crunch whey protein shakes. And so it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. How about that shit? They make it so easy to lose weight. Because even though I've been a coach for over 15 years, I still have the cravings, guys, just like y'all ass do. I still have the cravings to want to eat cereal. I still have the cravings to want to eat honey buns. I still have the cravings to want to eat pizza every day. I just don't. I make different decisions because I want to live a different life. If you want to live a different life, if you're tired of always feeling tired, you're tired of your clothes not fitting, you're tired of not being happy with how your body looks and what your health, like the state of your health, you have to make a decision to start making different decisions. Okay? That's all that happened to me. I got tired of having brain fog. I got tired of having eczema on my hands. I got tired of having acid reflux almost every other day. Can't go to sleep because my esophagus is just burning and it's sore. I got tired of that. And so now I make different decisions. Now I do a protein shake that tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right? Now, benefits of protein. It helps you build muscle. It helps you stay full for longer, guys. If you're noticing that you're eating meals all the time, you're like, dang, I just ate, I'm hungry again, and it's only been an hour. Guys, maybe your portions might not be right, true enough. But let's say you do have right portions. Because you can go to McDonald's and eat a burger and a fry and a Coke and drink a Coke. And within an hour, hour and a half, you're hungry as hell again. Because those are empty calories, processed food. Okay? But here's the thing. When you're not consuming enough protein, you won't stay full and satisfied. So you got to eat enough protein. If you want to build more muscle, you want to be able to recover from your workouts faster. For all my folks out there who scared to work out because you scared to be so. Yeah, that's your ass. I know it's somebody out there who feel that way. You got to start consuming more protein. That way you can recover faster. You can burn more fat because you're building muscle from the protein that you're consuming and hitting the weights. Because if you're drinking protein but not hitting the weights, it's just going to turn to fat. That's it. That's always going to happen. Because you're not utilizing it. If your body doesn't use it, it loses it. All right? And so it's very, very important that you're consuming protein in every meal. I'm not saying you need to consume a protein shake in every meal, but you can do a protein shake or two on a daily basis. No more than that. You don't overdo it, y'all. All right? You overdo anything, folks be like, well, how much is too much? If you overdo anything, it can be bad. Even water. Yes, drink too much water. That's bad too. Okay? But anyway, these are the supplements. If you start taking these things, it will allow you, and I'll say this, if you start taking these supplements with a solid nutrition plan, like building a healthy relationship with food, the portions, the calories, the protein, these things, you will lose weight. Okay? If you consume these things by also living well, meaning you're getting enough sleep, you're exercising, you're moving, right? You will not only be able to lose weight, but you will be able to keep the weight off long term, not lose it and gain it back. All right. Hopefully y'all find this podcast helpful. We out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.